Alright, Dark Starlord is unlocked right now. But before that, I'm gonna try this Team 1. If this team can score above 120 million, then this strategy will be pretty good. Should be able to get EX++. But the way this team works is I'm gonna have more turns for Elif. 90s! Holy! Hold up! Wait, what? It changed my team for absolutely no reason. I don't know why. Because I want to see how this team performs. I have more turns in Team 1. But the problem is I'm doing less damage. And if I can't stack 10 debuffs on the boss at all times, it's going to be... Wow, not bad. But I don't think it's better. Because running Elif plus this new support in either Team 2 or Team 3 can probably net me 100 million alone. 18 million again is very consistent, but I don't think that's going to be a best strat, so let me just run a proper team. First team I'm going to try is a pretty boring team. Instead of using R6 Sakura in this team, I'm just going to swap the positions around and I'm no longer using Shuanpin. But I think this team alone should be able to get me a high score, because this guy is going to work very well with Embla. Embla takes a lot of turns, and also Fushi. The RNG is a bit crazy though, without running R6 Sakura, because the team can die out pretty easily. This is the best score that I've gotten, 100 million. Ooh, Embla did 40 million by herself though. I think this is probably the best team, but you need like perfect RNG to get a high score with this team. Because Embla is doing 41 million, Elif potentially could do... There we go, that's a high score, 135 million. But I think Elif died, because she did less damage than Embla, which is not usually the case. But since Embla is taking a bunch of turns, she's stacking a lot better than Elif. Alright, let me just try this team out. I have Ira in the leader spot because I want her S2 to target Elif. It's a bit weird when it comes to Dark Starlord. Your Ira will target her S2 onto the 4th slot. But I think this team might work, since Elif is getting a bunch more turns. Nice! 114 million, not bad. Elif did 72 million by herself, what the fuck? 124 million, this team is very consistent. And Elif did 90 million with this team! I'm using Haley on the Astral set. I don't know if it's better to give her the Thor set so that my Elif can have both of the sets. But so far, Astral set on Haley is doing work. And this can definitely be better if I use this team in Team 2. That way, nice. 121 million again. That way I can use Elif as the leader skill, so I get 40% attack. Because in Team 2, your allies that have like targeting skills will target the leader spot. But let me just try to run Haley on the Thor set. Maybe that could be better. The reason why I'm running Astral set on her is because I want the Astral set on Elif as well, so that she can get a bunch of turns. And it's working out pretty well, but I think this set can also work. Alright, Thunder set on Haley, so that my Elif has Calamity and Thunder set at the same time. Now, are we cooking? 105 million. Elif did 68 million. So far, not better. 130 million, not bad. Elif did 80. This is a 90 plus million team. Although I think my second team could be better. I think I might just run Embla in Team 1 and then run back the Sloan team for Team 2. Yeah, I don't know if it's better to run Astral set on Healy or not. So far, the highest score is with the Thor set, but consistency goes to the Astral set because it's always like above 80 million. Alright, let me just try out this team. I have Embla for Team 1. I mean, I've already broken my high score. Ooh, that's pretty bad. I think I didn't land the debuffs. Yeah, this team is not working out. My Team 1 is not landing a lot of the debuffs. Okay, there we go. 150 million. This is probably the best variant of the team. What is that? 100 million? Wait, let me pull out the calculator real quick. I think that's 100 million. That is 103 million. And the crazy part is, I think some of my units don't even have relics on them. Yep, my Fatum Sisters was missing 2 pieces of relics for her Harmony set, which doesn't really affect all that much. But still, maybe it affected the amount of debuffs that I landed. Let's do a few more, and then we'll just take a look at the 150 million run. I thought we were gonna go way above like 200 million with Dark Starlord, But oh, nice, 140 million. But the thing is, with this team, it is a lot of RNG. I'm gonna assume that one of my units died early. I haven't seen the run yet. So far, it's pretty consistent. Wow, all that time for a 67 million score. Yeah, it's a crazy amount of RNG. Without running R6 Sakura, you're missing out on the healing when you get damaged, and you're missing out on defense buff, damage reduction, the speed that she provides to your team. But let's take a look at the 150 million score. I'm also gonna check my team 2 score because now I'm no longer running Shenpin. Alright, so my team 2 scored roughly 34 million, and also the bug of Haley is still in the game. As you can see, the Haley's debuff is still on the boss, even though I don't have Haley in this team. But it's gonna be gone soon because it's gonna be overwhelmed with debuffs because of Embla. And I don't have any units to extend debuff, so it's only gonna be up for 3 turns, which is pretty good because I'm doing a lot of damage in the first 3 turns of the boss. Alright, so when it comes to this team, the units that is getting a bunch of turns is going to be Embla and Fushi, so those two are going to be racking up a lot of the stacks. But Elif is going to be racking it up very slowly. So right now Elif only has like 1 stack of the buff, so she's only going to get 10% attack and 10% damage increase, while Embla probably already has like 8 to 9 stacks at this point. Embla is doing 473,000 with her S2, and Elif only has 2 stacks of the buff so far. I think Embla is already at max stacks. Ooh, maybe not. 461,000 at this point. The AP push from her Corrupted Seed is like 30 for each of the debuff. And since Darkstellar has 3 enemies, you can get 90 every single time the Corrupted Seed procs. And Fushi is also going to be helping her with the Corrupted Seed. Fushi gains a bunch of turns. 600,000 with her S2. Yeah, Fushi is also getting a bunch of turns as well. Yeah, this is probably not even the best run because my Elif got like hard focused and she doesn't have the line stance anymore, so she's not going to cast her S3. And Elif is doing, let's see here, 688,000 with her S3. Yeah, she's barely at like 3 stacks. I think she's only at 2 stacks or maybe at 3 stacks. So far so good, none of my units are dying. Unfortunately, Embla's AI is kind of stupid. She always, uses the S2 even though the enemies don't have any Corrupted Seed on them. We managed to survive all the way to the end. I'm gonna try out a few different teams maybe next week, but for now, I've used up a lot of crystals already. I think I'm gonna chill with this 150 million score. And that's the score for Team 3, 103 million in total. These are my relics, Fatum Sisters, Hilda, Yunchuan is on attack bonus. This Team 1 can score 4.8 million with no stacks on the boss. That's Sloan. Sakura would be better with the Ocean set because I already have Harmony set on Liam. This is Elif. Elif is going to be on the Calamity set, and Brawler with 100% crit rate. Shang will be on the Astral set and counter. Once again, you want as many turns as possible. Feng Chun will be on the Harmony set and Brawler. Embla will be on Thunder set and counter. And lastly, Fushi will be on the Astral set and counter as well. Now, on to the next boss, Shadowglow. I've cooked up a very good team. It's average 90 to 94 million score. Running Wu Yu along with this guy. The first person I saw running Wu Yu is my guildmate, Diablo XYZ. He's always at the top of the leaderboard. Yeah, this guy, Diablo XYZ. He's the first one I've seen to run a Wu Yu in the team, and it works very well as well. And the team that I'm running is pretty much a variant of this guy's team right here, Kravix. But I don't have an R6 Tever, and instead of running Shenpin, I've swapped her out for the new support, which is way better. Nicole will be on resist and hold fast set, and then Yamato, you need like specific stats on him, enough HP and enough defense for him to die, which I'll show you in a bit. So I've given him crit damage, resist and attack with the hold fast set that isn't leveled up. Wu Yu, just pump as much damage as possible. Crit damage, defense, defense. Make your Tabber as slow as possible with the counter set and 100% crit rate. And then make your Daji as fast as possible and also giving her 100% crit rate. And on the Thunder set, I have her at 143 speed. And then lastly, Lu Shang will be on Harmony set, HP on the Ggez set. Because you want your Yamato to survive the first few turns. So once again, this team averages at 90 to 94 million. It's very consistent. You can get 94 million by proccing counter set on Tabber. There we go, that's the 94 million. So the first turn is going to go to Daji. She's gonna proc the boss to attack, not one-shot your Nicole, and then your Yamato takes a turn, and then Daji takes a turn once again, so that you can get more stacks on Daji, because the more turns you take on Daji, the better it is. So when the boss attacks the second time, it's gonna kill off Nicole, but you want your Yamato to survive, and then Nicole will just give everyone the invincibility buff, so no one is gonna get damaged. And then at this point, you want your Yamato to die when you go into the multiplier phase, so that your Daji can proc an S3 counter on him. This is why you want specific stats on Yamato. He's gonna die right here, and then Daji procs an S3 on the boss, and then Wuyu does her thing. At this point, all of your units are gonna get one turn, except for Daji. Daji is gonna get multiple turns, because she's the fastest in the team. And boom, 4.8 million, 18 times multiplier. You don't need R6 Daji for this to work. You just need her to be at R2, but keep in mind you do need her to be a little bit tanky if you don't have, you know, all of this resonance, because you need her to survive. But yeah, that's about it. This guy is insane. I probably said that a million times at this point, but yeah, ciao.